Adrian Newey reveals a huge reason why Red Bull's development got lost after he left. More on Hamilton's test after the crash, and more details on why Red Bull chose Liam over Yuki. Do consider subbing. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Adrian Newey, a name synonymous with success in Formula One, recently made some surprising comments regarding the Red Bull team's struggles with the RB20 during the 2024 season. Let's dive into what he had to say and understand the implications for the reigning champions. After a stunning start, where Max Verstappen claimed 4 wins from the first 6 races, everything seemed to be on track. Red Bull was riding high with a commanding lead in both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships. However, as the season progressed, the tables began to turn. Newey pointed out that inexperience might have been a critical factor in the challenges faced during the RB20's development. This struggle wasn't just about performance. It led the team to slip in the rankings, with other competitors, notably McLaren, Mercedes, and Ferrari, drawing ever closer. By the mid-season mark, Red Bull's dominance was beginning to erode. The once unstoppable RB20 had turned into a car that sometimes found itself as the 4th quickest on track. This dramatic shift prompted concerns from team principal Christian Horner, who noted that the correlation between the wind tunnel and on-track performance was faltering. Meanwhile, Sergio Perez struggled to match Verstappen's performances, notably during the Hungarian and Italian Grand Prix, highlighting the growing gap within the team. Behind the scenes, the departure of Adrian Newey himself added to the turmoil. As he announced his exit in May 2024, coinciding unnervingly with the team's decline in performance, many were left wondering how this would impact Red Bull moving forward. Yet, in an amazing turn of events, Red Bull managed to regain their footing later in the season. After introducing a revised floor at the United States Grand Prix, Verstappen quickly returned to the top of the podium, winning both in Brazil and Qatar. Newey, hard at work with Aston Martin in a new role, provided insight into the RB20's dip in performance. He suggested that the difficulties began to appear toward the end of the previous season and were exacerbated by the competitive developments made by rival teams. He speculated that the 2024 car became increasingly challenging to drive, something understandable for Verstappen, who could adapt, but less so for Perez. This disparity in driver performance underscored the growing concerns within Red Bull. Over the years, Newey has been pivotal in guiding the team's technical direction and development. Now, even with a strong core team consisting of experienced figures like Pierre Wache and Ben Waterhouse, there seems to be an unsettled atmosphere stemming from the leadership shift following Newey's exit. What does this mean for Red Bull moving forward? As they adapt to a new team dynamic and try to reclaim their former glory, they'll need to address these developmental issues swiftly. Newey's surprise theories are a stark reminder of the complexities of F1 and how quickly fortunes can change. With the 2024 season in full swing, all eyes are on how Red Bull will respond to these challenges and whether they can navigate through a rocky period to return to the forefront of racing. Adrian Newey's influence on Formula One is hard to overstate. From the ingenious designs of his cars to the technical challenges teams face, Newey has consistently been at the center of F1 innovation. Recently, he discussed the complexities behind the RB20's performance, emphasizing that while car setup can help mask some issues, it doesn't resolve the underlying problems. Newey pointed out that the RB20 is nearing the theoretical limits allowed by the current regulations. The ongoing ground effect rules, heading into their 4th season, create a unique set of challenges. Cars like the RB20 can easily encounter aerodynamic instabilities. This is crucial, as generating low pressure under the car can lead to serious problems when combined with unpredictable airflow. The balance between achieving downforce and ensuring steady performance is a constant battle for engineers. Newey described it succinctly: cars are always a trade-off between maximizing grip and maintaining control. It's a difficult puzzle, one that can determine race success or failure. As the 2024 season wrapped up, Red Bull found renewed performance. Team boss Christian Horner credited the depth of their operations, particularly following Newey's departure. While it's always tough to lose a key player, Horner insisted one individual doesn't shift the course of a season overnight. Yet, in a remarkable turnaround, Red Bull secured both pole position and the race victory in Qatar, an achievement that seemed unlikely just months before. As we look ahead, Newey has voiced concerns reflecting on upcoming changes in power unit regulations due for 2026. These new rules could deeply impact car designs and performance, raising questions on how teams will adapt. Additionally, there is speculation about a potential reunion between Max Verstappen and Adrian Newey. Given Newey's past successes alongside drivers who excel in high-pressure situations, it could shape the trajectory of Red Bull's future. In the frantic world of F1, each season brings not only thrilling races but also strategic maneuvers and inevitable adaptations. With changes on the horizon, the dynamics of the sport continue to evolve, keeping fans and teams alike on the edge of their seats. Stay tuned for more updates as we track how these developments will unfold in the thrilling realm of Formula One racing. Lewis Hamilton recently took Ferrari's 2023 car for a spin at the Fiorano circuit with high hopes for a productive outing. However, things took an unexpected turn during the team's testing of a previous car event, or TPC, in Barcelona. On the second day, Hamilton crashed the car, abruptly ending their planned schedule. Ferrari had set up an exciting 3-day test at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, where they aimed to get significant laps under their belt with the SF23. Sadly, that ambition faced a setback when Hamilton hit a bump in the third sector, a situation that led to severe damage to the car, as reported by the Italian publication Autoracer. Thankfully, Hamilton emerged uninjured from the incident, but the crash resulted in a change of plans for the remainder of the testing session. Because TPC regulations had changed this year, limiting race drivers to a combined total of 1,000 kilometers across a maximum of 4 days, both Hamilton and his teammate Charles Leclerc found themselves having to adjust their strategy. With Hamilton's day cut short, Ferrari was left with no choice but to rearrange the day's events, allowing Leclerc to reclaim some of the lost laps. Caution: this meant that the original plan of having junior driver Dino Beganovic and former F1 driver Antonio Giovinazzi manage the full day's running had to be scrapped. As Hamilton wrapped up his Barcelona test, his next outing is set for February 4th and 5th. He and Leclerc will participate in a Pirelli tire test, driving a modified Mule SF24 designed to accommodate new 2026 tire constructions. During this session, McLaren will also be present, adding an exciting twist to the ongoing preparations. In the broader context, Hamilton's move to Ferrari holds immense significance within the F1 world. Shifting from a dominant team like Mercedes to the iconic Scuderia Ferrari brings forth its own set of challenges and opportunities. For Hamilton, a successful transition involves several key tasks: learning the ins and outs of a new car, collaborating effectively with the engineer team, and acclimating to Ferrari's unique culture and operations become critical objectives. Overall, while the crash may have dampened the mood during the Barcelona test, it is a part of the learning curve for Hamilton and the Ferrari team. As they prepare for future challenges, every mishap also serves as a stepping stone towards success. The off-season is long, and the new season promises to bring more exciting developments and stories in the world of Formula One. Stay tuned for what's next as Hamilton aims for a strong start with Ferrari and continues to contend for the championship title in the upcoming season. Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time F1 world champion, has embarked on an exciting new chapter with Ferrari. Recently, he faced a notable moment, getting his first crash with Ferrari out of the way during a test session. Interestingly, this isn't the first time we've seen Hamilton in this situation. Back in 2007, he crashed his McLaren in Valencia, and again in 2013, he made headlines after bailing out his Mercedes at Jerez. Despite the setback, Hamilton's adaptability shines through as he engages with Ferrari's advanced machinery. The Team Performance Climate Program, or TPC, has been instrumental in allowing him to transition smoothly into his new role while familiarizing himself with the Scuderia's practices and resources. However, the FIA has established new rules ensuring that TPC sessions primarily benefit junior drivers. This means race drivers like Hamilton are limited to just 4 days and a total of 1,000 kilometers for testing. Both the rules and Hamilton's adjustments remind us that the competitive nature of Formula One is continuously evolving, with teams now allowed up to 20 TPC days. There's a significant buzz surrounding Hamilton's move to Ferrari. Christian Horner, a key figure in F1, recently termed it box office, hinting at the excitement and spectacle Hamilton brings to the sport. As we reflect on this monumental shift, it's intriguing to consider whether Hamilton was always destined to wear Ferrari red. Although the initial crash might raise eyebrows, it's not all unfavorable. In fact, it continues a bizarre trend that fans are eager to watch unfold. In an unexpected twist, Toto Wolff, Hamilton's erstwhile principal at Mercedes, has shared his thoughts about this transition. Following the iconic photos of Hamilton showcasing Ferrari's colors, Wolff acknowledged the emotional weight behind it. With Hamilton in Ferrari, the racing landscape is set for thrilling developments, capturing the hearts of fans worldwide. As the 2025 F1 season approaches, all eyes will be on Hamilton to see how he translates his experience and talent into Ferrari's quest for glory. Stay connected for more thrilling updates in the world of Formula One as this story continues to evolve. In a surprising turn of events, Carlos Sainz is set to start a new chapter in his Formula One career as he transitions from Ferrari to Williams for the F1 2025 season. After a notable stint at Ferrari, where he battled against the world's best and took impressive wins in Australia and Mexico, Sainz now faces a new challenge alongside teammate Alex Albon. Unfortunately, things haven't started off smoothly for him. Team principal James Vowles has revealed that crash damage from 2024 has hampered the team's preparations for the upcoming season. This news comes as a setback as Sainz gears up for an entirely new experience with the Williams team, which had previously shown promise under Vowles' leadership. The Spaniard's journey to Williams began after it was confirmed last year that his contract with Ferrari wouldn't be extended. Despite this disappointment, Sainz managed to deliver one of the most well-rounded seasons of his career. Just 24 hours after the Belgian Grand Prix, he inked a multi-year deal with Williams, hoping to help the team regain its competitive edge after a lackluster 9th-place finish in 2024. As Sainz prepares for this venture, the challenges he faces are certainly notable. Will the team be ready with their new FW47 car, set to be unveiled just days before the F1 season launch event? Williams is looking to bounce back and has the potential to make strides under Vowles' guidance, but the recent setbacks have positioned them in a tough spot. The late accidents involving Alex Albon and Franco Colapinto at the end of last season have demanded financial reallocations within the Williams budget, diverting much-needed resources away from their 2025 program. This kind of distraction can be detrimental at such a crucial time when every aspect of preparation matters in racing. Vowles has openly acknowledged the difficulties the team faced during 2024. The unexpected number of crashes forced the team to stretch beyond their usual stock levels of parts, leading to significant logistical challenges. With the nature of racing, teams typically hold on to several spare components, but 6 major accidents can quickly change the landscape. This situation is not just a logistical nightmare, but also a morale challenge for the team. The efforts by both the trackside crew and factory personnel have been commendable as they rally together. Vowles has admired the dedication of the staff, including those who have put in extra hours to ensure that they field 2 competitive cars each race week. However, the reality remains, these distractions are real and impactful. Vowles emphasized that while they are focused on the immediate challenges, ensuring competitiveness is vital so that Sainz and Albon can put their best foot forward on the grid. As Carlos Sainz steps into this new role with Williams, he must navigate this complex landscape. With a distracted team, a new car to learn, and high expectations all around, the 2025 season could prove to be both a challenge and an opportunity for him. Fans around the world will be keen to see how this unfolds. Will Sainz rise to the occasion, or will these obstacles hinder his and the team's pursuit of success in F1? Only time will tell as the countdown to the season begins. As Carlos Sainz steps into what's anticipated to be a challenging season with Williams, the reality of financial adjustments looms. The team is facing the need to manipulate their budget effectively due to unexpected attrition late in the season. This situation means that some funds initially earmarked for 2025 must be reallocated to the current year, contributing to a bit of frustration among the team. Amid these monetary challenges, the focus remains on long-term improvements. Key elements related to process structure and infrastructure will not be compromised, highlighting that while they may shift resources, the big gains are still on the horizon. Sainz's father, the renowned Carlos Sainz Sr., recently acknowledged the uphill battle his son faces at Williams, but added a note of optimism. The younger Sainz is brimming with enthusiasm, eager to tackle this season. During a recent appearance on the El Cafelito podcast, Sainz Sr. expressed confidence in his son's determination, despite Williams finishing close to the bottom of the championship standings last year. He emphasized the resilience and energy that Sainz carries into this season. After testing in Abu Dhabi, where he secured the second fastest time, Carlos communicated his positive impressions of the team. Sainz reflected on the motivation witnessed during the test, underscoring the groundwork for a strong 2025 season. He remarked on the importance of pushing to restore Williams to competitive form, expressing pride in the team's collective effort and the solid plan they've put in place. As the excitement builds towards the season-opening Australian Grand Prix on March 16th, fans and analysts alike are watching closely. How will Sainz adapt to the pressures of his new environment? Can he and Williams transform their outlook into tangible results? With an ambitious mindset and robust strategies in place, the stage is set for a captivating season. Stay tuned as we continue to explore every twist and turn closely and keep up with our updates on all things F1. In the ever-changing world of Formula One, Red Bull Racing is gearing up for the 2025 season with significant updates, including a fresh driver lineup. Recently, the spotlight has been on the team's controversial decision to snub Yuki Tsunoda in favor of Liam Lawson. This decision, according to former F1 driver Robert Dornbos, stems from an unyielding principle: the data never lies. Yuki Tsunoda's exclusion is particularly striking, especially considering that he had been part of Red Bull's junior team since 2021. Despite Tsunoda outscoring Lawson during their shared races last season, the team opted for Lawson, leaving many questioning this strategy. The background behind this decision highlights the intricate dynamics of F1 as teams juggle performance stats and potential pitfalls. Initially, Red Bull seemed to have their driver situation under control when they announced Sergio Perez's 2-year contract extension. However, what followed was a steep decline in Perez's performance, causing a ripple effect that impacted the entire team's standing in the Constructors' Championship. From an impressive 107 points earned in the early races, Perez scored a mere 45 in the latter part of the season, leading to his prompt departure from Red Bull after the 2024 season ended. This abrupt shift led to the immediate confirmation of Liam Lawson as Perez's successor. The decision signifies a bold step by Red Bull, one that many believe puts them in a precarious position. Lawson, though having only participated in 11 Grands Prix, is viewed by Red Bull's team principal, Christian Horner, as a driver with great potential for growth. Horner described the choice as a tight call, but emphasized that Lawson's nascent career indicates he will only improve with time and experience. Dornbos, reflecting on this pivotal choice, stated that although it may not have pleased Tsunoda, it was a logical decision based on analytics from Lawson's race performances. He acknowledges the difficult position for Tsunoda, who has been in the junior development program for 5 seasons, yet he affirms that the data is the ultimate deciding factor in these high-stakes decisions. As we approach the excitement of F1 2025, the implications of Red Bull's driver lineup will have lasting effects. Fans and experts alike will be watching closely to see if the decision to favor Lawson pays off in the long run, or if Tsunoda's untapped potential may prove to be a missed opportunity for the team. In the world of Formula One, decisions often come with layers of complexity. Let's dive deeper into Red Bull's recent choices regarding their lineup and strategies. Dornbos, a former driver for Red Bull, shared insights on the team's choice to favor Liam Lawson over other potential candidates. He emphasized that Red Bull's data reflected Lawson as a less risky and more consistent factor compared to other options. This careful analysis suggests that Red Bull is looking for stability and reliability as they prepare for future challenges on the track. He noted that many factors contribute to these decisions, analyzing everything from a driver's character to their performance metrics. Considering his character and his lap times, I think it is a sensible choice, Dornbos stated, highlighting the necessity of looking beyond just past performances. However, there's speculation around the team's decision not to bring back Carlos Sainz. Sainz, who kicked off his F1 career with Red Bull's junior team in 2015, has progressed to become a formidable driver, winning 4 Grand Prix with Ferrari. When he sought a seat with Red Bull after losing his position, the team surprisingly opted not to re-sign him. Why this decision? It's been rumored that personal differences between the Verstappen and Sainz families during their time at Toro Rosso played a role in Red Bull's choice. Dornbos questioned this decision, pondering out loud, why didn't you just hire Carlos Sainz and put him in that car? His achievements and skill level could have made him an ideal candidate, especially as he's at the peak of his career. As we look ahead, Red Bull's approach with Yuki Tsunoda also raises eyebrows. While not officially named a race driver, multiple reports suggest he'll still have a role within the team, an intriguing move considering the team's current dynamics. Meanwhile, as Liam Lawson prepares for his debut, he faces expectations tempered by the intensified competition, driving against formidable talents like Max Verstappen. Lawson is aware of the challenges ahead, but remains focused on his goals in Formula One. As we move toward the 2025 season, it's clear that Red Bull is navigating a complex landscape full of decisions that could define their future in the sport. Fans can only wait and watch how these strategies unfold, hoping they lead to success on the racetrack.